Hello, this is Greg again with Juices for Life. Today I'd like to go ahead and demonstrate a centrifugal juicer for you, show you how it works and all. Today I happen to be using a Breville Icon, so that's a centrifugal juicer. Probably the best way to show you how this thing works is for me to actually disassemble it here for you. Okay, this here on the end, this is merely the juice container here with the little spout here that actually holds back the foam. Okay, let me further disassemble this. When I take the top off of here, what you see is there is a pulp bin that's here. This is where all the pulp ends up going into. And this portion here is the blade and screen. The juicing items are placed upon those sharp blades here that are rotating very quickly, and the pulp then is thrown up against the screen here, and centrifugal force then actually squeezes it, forces the juice to pass through the screen. The pulp then rises up and passes over into the bin. So I'm going to put this back on here, place this on top, and you can begin to see how this thing works. Okay, I'll put the top back on here, and this here then is our plunger. We put the fruits in through the hopper here, and then we use this tamper here to force the fruits then against those spinning blades. So let me go ahead and close this up again. I'll lock it in place. Take the juice capture container and put it on there. The neat thing about this particular icon, and this isn't true necessarily of all centrifugal juicers, is this one actually allows me to pick the speed of rotation. It goes anywhere from fast to like really fast. The slower speeds then are for the softer sort of fruits, so that there's not a lot of mess or splashing coming out of the hopper area. For the harder sort of fruits, the blades are going to need to be traveling at a very, very high rate of speed to keep it from bogging the motor down. If you bog the motor down or make the motor stop, you can burn it out very quickly. So there's actually on here there's suggestions as to which speed to use for different things. The first range says soft fruit, then it says citrus, pineapple, apple, and finally hard veggies such as carrots. So let me turn this on. It's a little bit noisy, so once I turn it on, I probably won't be doing a lot of talking, but you can watch the action and you can pretty much see how this works. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on, and then I'm going to turn it up to a speed of about 3 for the apples. Okay, you ready? Here we go. You can hear it spin up at this point in time. I'm increasing to 2. I've increased it to 3. Now we're in apple range here, so watch how fast this is. Watch how fast it is. It's already done. It didn't require a lot of pressure, and as you can see, it's extremely fast. There's quite a bit of foam in the juice. Let's see here. I don't want it to drip on the countertop, but if I pull this out, I can bring it up there closer to the camera. You should be able to see the lower portion here. You can see that apple juice that's in there, and then there's some foam on top. Okay. Foaming is typical of apple juice. It's also typical of centrifugal juicers. They tend to create a bit of foam. Now, what I thought I'd do is I'll just go ahead and juice a couple other items very, very quickly here. I do have some kiwi here. These are softer items, so I'm going to have to do that on a slower speed. And then I got about a couple cups here of nice plump little grapes that I'm going to go ahead and put in there. And that, again, will have to be on a fairly slow speed because grapes are pretty soft. They're very juicy items, okay? And again, note how fast this thing works, okay? Notice how fast it goes. I'm going to put it on a 2 right now, okay? Notice the kiwis went in there, skin and all. I didn't peel anything at all. Now for the grapes. Oh, this stuff smells so good. So good. Oh. I believe I lost a grape here. Toss that in the sink. And that's it. It's already done. That's it. That's all there is to it. And so I will now turn it off. At this point, I'll show you how easy it is to clean all this. I'll have to get the brush out that comes with the Breville. And let's see, just so I don't have a lot of dripping on here, I'll place that there. And then, you saw me unlock this before. I'm just doing the same thing. I lift the top off here, and in this particular case, you can see a lot of pulp is stuck to the top of it. I'm just simply going to scrape that right off there. Okay? There we go. And then I just simply rinse this off in the sink. Rinse the tamper clean. And really, there is no scrubbing to this. It's just merely rinsing it. The pulp just rinses right off. Take this free. Remove the screen and blade out of here. And I simply rinse then the catch container here, or I don't know what you call it, the drip pan. You simply rinse that off. Again, there is no scrubbing to this. You merely simply rinse it off. The pulp rinses clean away. This is the only thing that you'll have to scrub is the screen. And really, it doesn't take a lot of scrubbing, but you nevertheless will have to scrub it. Okay? So I usually start off by scrubbing the outside, and then I go to scrub the inside. And once more around the outside, and that's it. Perfectly clean now. That's all there is to it. Of course, the pulp bin here, I do have to empty all that pulp out. I have a trash can off camera here. Put that in the trash can, and then just simply rinse the pulp bin out. There we go. That's it. It's as simple as that. Dry the individual parts off, and then merely reassemble. And now for the important part. Let's take a look at the juice. I'm going to pull a glass mug out, and we'll pour the juice in here, and you should be able to see how this lid works to hold the foam back. For the most part, only a little bit of foam gets in there, but for the most part, it's all clean, clear juice. That is a lot of juice, and I can't even quite fit it all into that container. I think that was 4 apples and 2 kiwis and about a cup and a half of grapes. Wow, that's pretty good. I like that. And so there you have it. It's the example of a typical centrifugal juicer and how it works. Hope you enjoyed it.